We're at the Festival of Media Global 2018 with Philip O'Farrell. Some events related with local channels have become long-awaited appointments, such as the MTV Music Awards Europe. What's the impact of these events on tourism?
So there is an impact on tourism. We call it experiential tourism, where we go into a city or into a country, and in the case of MTV of Malta, which we were just talking about, we effectively take over the whole island. So it's not just about impacting tourism, which is really important. So we create a positive impact on tourism by putting the event on a world stage. So the MTV brand alone has more than 50% of the world's youth experiencing it through digital and TV. So straight away you're getting a huge awareness of a place that someone might not have heard of. Now, if you're talking about London, we impact tourism because of course people want to come to a big event. If you're talking about a place such as the island of Malta, then we're putting that place that you might not have even have heard of necessarily on a world stage. So firstly, obviously there's an awareness which helps tourism, and then secondly there's a big impact, and we do research in the crowd that come to the event, and this year at the MTV Isle of Malta is a ticketed event, so we can see more than 30% of the people are there because of the event. This year we'll see how the results improve and get even more meaningful. The other thing to mention, which goes beyond tourism, is in the case of MTV Isle of Malta, we work very closely with all local suppliers, so it has a different impact in the economy as well. So we attract more experience. So in some countries and cities we go to, they might not have had an inherent experience in, for example, putting on staging or lasers or certain type of filming. We use the local suppliers in Malta. They can be learned from our global experience.
Focusing on this kind of event can be useful to manage situations such as decrease in the audience or in the advertising revenue, according to you?
So all of our events are commercial, effectively. So they're either sponsored by brands that want to be involved, or they are sponsored by either a government or a local authority that wants to put that particular place on the map. And it's a very cost-effective way of doing so, because then you're using the mass reach of MTV in this instance, but equally we do these events with Nickelodeon, with the Kids' Choice Awards, Nickelodeon Slime Fest, for example. Whenever you put on a big event, the halo effect of all the press coverage, the news, the social media influencers, all of that creates a mass engagement, and as such gives a platform for advertisers. So all of these activities equals growth in audience, growth in viewership on every platform. So it's a win-win.
And what are the best practices to face this kind of challenge?
So the best practices that we've developed over the last 10 or so years, and my past has been running the digital media business for Viacom. So straight away it's making sure that you're mobile first, social media first. You use the wisdom of crowds to create mass voting and engagement around the fan base that's going to an event, and you do that through creating some friction between the talent that are going to perform, so they want to win an award or they want to be seen there, or if we announce talent, their fan base start having a conversation. So that's a best practice. It's creating mass engagement long before an event happens. Then of course it's how you engage people during a show. So can you do something unique? Can you do something that's going to create social media moments? So in any piece of content, whether we're doing short form, 1 minute, or a full show, whether it's scripted, whether it's a music event, you always want to create social media moments. So there's a conversation going on about that event during, and then because of that, it carries on for weeks and months afterwards. So it's kind of standard practice for everything we do in our Viacom business.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.